life. Good morning. Bonjour, Micheline. Good morning, Sue. So thank you for joining me on this very windy Monday morning and a little cool, I guess. So we're going to get warmed up and ready for our day. So feet under your hips to start. So remember, you can wear your shoes. There's an option of with impact today, but that's just an option. We're doing 40 seconds on and 10 seconds off, and we're doing that for 3 rounds. And sorry, something popped up on my screen. I thought it was on my floor, but then on the screen. Okay, so good morning, Rita. So 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're going to do that 3 times. So there's some complicated combo, so that's why there's only actually 3 different exercises. So I'm bare feet, so if you're doing the no impact version, bare feet is okay on your yoga mat. If you decide to do the impact and you have just a hard floor, please wear your shoes. So feet under your hips, and we're just gonna stretch it out, lifting one heel and then the other. So just moving your feet, trying to unpeel the heel from the floor. Good. And then we're going to lift the knee up, working a little bit on balance. So as we're lifting the knee up, I want you to breathe out, maintaining your hips in place. Breathe in, lower the leg. Breathe out, hips are staying in place. Breathe in, press the foot down. So we're not using the chair yet, so up nice and tall, lifting the knee. Good, one more. Good, and we're going to lift the knee. We're going to point our foot, you're going to extend the leg in front, so just a little extension. Flex your foot, press it down. Other side. Knee up, pointing foot, extend, flex, press it down. Knee up, point, extend, flex, pressing it down. One more time. Knee up, point, extend, flex, pressing it down. Good. Relax, feet a little wider than your hips. Give me some little hip circles. Relax your hips. So there are 7 of us working out together. Well, 8, because I have to include myself. So 8 of us working out together this morning. And move your shoulders. And other direction. Good. Let's bring your arms up and relax your shoulder. You're going to rotate one arm forward, the other one back, and then we're going to switch. And again, you're going to switch and switch. I want you to stay in this position now here. Keep your upper body in that center location, lengthen. Then I want you to reach in both directions with your arms. So there's not much happening if you're just looking at your body, but there's a lot happening inside. Rotate the other way. Relax your shoulder, rotate more, lengthen, and then I want you to look over that back in and reach a little bit, and relax. Good. Drop those arms, relax the shoulders. Just give me noodle arms, relax them completely. Good, and hands by your side, you're going to rotate your wrists, bringing your arms up to where they go, making sure you're not sinking into your low back here. Rotate the other way. Good. And let's walk it in. Just give me a little step, side to side. Good, last one. Just gonna open up and then reach up. Tapping your toes, reaching up towards the ceiling. So a little cardio going. And we're gonna rotate to each side of the space. Now I want you to squeeze the glute of the leg that you're tapping your toes. So squeeze the bum on that side. Good, let's bring it a little lower with your arms. And hands down, but chest is still up. Perfect, let's bring it back up to shoulder height. So got a little rotation going here. And up a little higher. Now paying attention to your shoulders, making sure you're not lifting up with the shoulders. So my shoulders are staying down. I'm trying to reach gently up towards the ceiling and straight up next to your head. Again, I'm not reaching with my shoulder here. You're reaching from under your arm. Last one, and bring it back to center. All right, so 3 rounds. We're gonna use the chair for 2 exercises. So you're gonna put your chair in the middle. I'm gonna stand on one side, and you can stand behind if you want for that one. We're doing a curtsy lunge, followed by a side lunge. So I'll move my chair off to the side here. So curtsy, your hips are gonna stay towards the screen. So I don't want a big rotation here, because I don't want to twist your knee. Hips towards me, we're gonna move, I wrote right leg. So I'm gonna go on the other side. We're gonna move the right leg first. I'll go according to my plan. So your right leg is gonna come behind here. So it's almost in line with my foot, could be a little bit off, it's okay. I want you to bring yourself down. So here, I just don't want that hip to go to the side. So hips are still towards me as you have this leg behind. Pull down, pressing into this heel. Come on up, knee up. Extend to the side, toes below the foot heel. Hips back. Bring it in, knee up. Balance. So we're touching the chair here to balance because I want that curtsy lunge nice and stable. Touching behind, bring it down. So whenever I'm bringing it down here, I'm keeping the knee behind my toes. So we're not going forward here and we're not going back into it. So hand is touching the chair so we can focus on that form and not the balance for that pulling down part. Back up. I'm going to tell you to let go of the chair to bring the knee up. Knee is coming up, but not the hip. Just the knee. You're going off to the side, toes below the foot heel, sending the hip back. Straight back here. Knee stays behind your toes. So my knee's not coming forward, my hip's not going all over the place. Just behind, pulling it up, and we're going to stabilize with the chair. So it's not going to be a super fast movement. Lots of core. It's a big movement, so it's going to bring our cardio up. Then we're following that. So we're doing the right leg, following that with a squat jack. So open, arms up, close, knee, knee. Into that squat position, arms up, in, stand, stand. So you can jump those. Up, 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 up. Up, up. Okay, and then we're doing the curtsy on the other side, and we're going to the floor. So I have your yoga mat. I'm going to do a dolphin. So the dolphin is going to be on the floor, or if you, it's going to, on the floor. I was thinking about the modification. So you're either going to be here on the floor, on your knees. So with your hips a little bit behind, and you're going to slide down, slide up, press the heel up. Now I don't want that big back bend, right? So you're just bringing it in, forward, back, straight. Or you're on your toes, sliding it forward, pressing back, press back. So it's a straight line. Down, press, down. So no pressure into that low back. We're doing that for 40 seconds. So if you start into that full position and you're finding that after a few reps, you're like, oh, that's really hard, drop to your knees and I'll remind you of that. So no pressure into the low back. I want you to lead with the heel up, working on the glutes. Any questions? Hello, Carol. So it was Diane's birthday yesterday, so bonne fête Diane, si tu es avec nous ce matin. And so we're doing 40 seconds on, 10 off, and let's get going. So we're starting with the curtsy. You're going to stand, 2 fingers on the chair. Just don't grip the chair. You can have more than 2 fingers. Feet under your hips, right leg going behind you. You're going to pull yourself down. Bring it up, let go of the chair, knee up, going off to the side. Toes below the foot heel. Push up. Knee up, touch. Bring it down. Up. Let it go. Open. Send the hips back. In, balance, reset, pull yourself down. Up, balance, over to the side. Toes bow the foot, heel, hips back, up, stabilize, pull down. I was looking for that word. And up, balance, open, toes bow the foot, heel, up, stabilize, down and up. Good. Jumping jacks or tap jack with that knee up. So let's get ready. So you're tapping, tapping, knee, knee. Or jumping, jumping, knee, knee. So tap, tap, knee, knee. Or jump, jump, knee, knee. So whatever you want to for this morning, you can go fast enough that 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really waking up your brain this morning, so you'll be ready to take on whatever you have on the plan for today. 2, 3, 4. Good. Relax those shoulders. Other side for your lunge. So a couple fingers on the chair just for balance. Hips are staying towards me. Left leg, your left leg behind. Pull down, pressing into this heel. Up, balance, open, toes bow the foot, heel. Bring it up, balance, stabilize, bring that leg down. Pull up, balance, over, and up. Stabilize, pull down. Don't just sink into that back lunge or a curtsy. And up, pull down. Press into that front heel. Over, and in, pull down. This is our last time. Over, and bring it in. Good. Into that dolphin. I'm just going to move my chair. Hands on the floor. So on your forearms, on your knees or toes. So on your knees, you're sliding forward. Sliding back, pressing the heel up. Knee down. On your toes, you're sliding forward, pressing the hips back. Heel up, down, hips back, heel up. If you want, you can make it a nice fluid motion, lifting the heel up as you're pressing the hips towards the wall behind you. I want you to breathe out as you're lifting up. Keep going. I'm just going to bring my timer down. Good. Give me one more. And come on up. And relax for a second. Grab a little sip of water. We have a very short break and we keep going back to those curtsy. So any question, any issues with knees, shoulders, hips, whatever, let me know in the comments. Okay, so movements are complicated enough today, so that's why there's only 3 different ones. All right, so let's get going. This is a cardio, and part of that, bringing up the cardio, is we're not stopping right along in between. Feet under your hips, 2 fingers on the back of your chair. Let's take your right leg. I want you to bring it behind you, about 1.5 feet, and a little bit over, hips towards me, pull down. Press into that front heel. Up, balance, over, toes bow the foot, heel, sending your hips back. In, stabilize, pulling down. Up, balance, over. I made it a little faster. Up, stabilize, pull down. But still nice and controlled. Balance, over. Up, stabilize, pulling down. Pressing into that heel. Don't put up with knee pain. Bring it a little bit, keep it higher if you do have knee pain. So stay out of pain and relax, shake it out. Tap jacks with the knee up in front. So going for 2 jacks. Let's get ready and go. Touch, touch, knee, knee. Touch, touch, knee, or jump. Knee, knee, jump. Now when you're doing your jumping jacks, make sure you're not caving your knees in. Sorry, I slowed down to show this one. Touching your heels a little bit every time you're jumping. And just a few more. Lifting the knee up, not the hip. Good. Curtsy on the other side. 2 fingers on the chair, hips under your hips. Get ready with your left leg. Let's bring it back. Pulling yourself down, pressing into the heel and up, knee up, balance, over. Toes below the foot, heel, sending the hips back, abs are engaged. Pulling up, bring it behind you, stabilize, pull yourself down. Up, balance, over. If you need to chair more, as we get tired, sometimes that happens. Use a couple of fingers, make sure you're not gripping it. Over, toes below the foot, heel, in. Make sure you're breathing. Breathing out and over. Breathe out and in. Up and over. Good, let's bring it in and onto our dolphin already. So on the floor, hands are on the floor. Sorry, forearms, knees or toes. Let's slide it forward. Breathe out, press the hips up, heel up, bringing it down, and breathe out. Press the hips up, heel up. If that's working really well for you, slide the heel up as you're pressing your hips towards the wall behind. So you're keeping that nice straight line from your heels to your shoulder. Remember, you can go on your knees, pressing back, leg up, forward. Breathe out as you're pushing up. Keep going. I just have to, and that's it. Relax, come on up. We've got one more round. Okay. So, any issues again, just let me know. And we're going back to that curse. I want to talk about breathing. So here, because we're working quite a bit on our cardio, you're going to inhale through your nose all the time. So even as your cardio increases, if you practice breathing into your nose, you're actually going to breathe better and it's going to be more efficient. Although at first, it might seem otherwise. But try and breathe in through your nose. And because we're increasing the cardio during this time, you can breathe out through your mouth. But it depends just how hard you're working with your cardio. So in through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth works well too. So just focus on the breathing in through your nose. Back to those lunge. One more time. And so feet start under your hips. You're going to take your right leg, fingers on the chair. You're going to bring it behind you. And you're going to pull yourself down. Don't just sink into it. Press into this heel. Go to where you can. Balance. Out and over. Hips back. In balance. Reset. Pull down. Or stabilize. Up. Balance. And over. Remember when you're lifting that knee up, the hips not following. Pull down. Take the time to balance. In. Over. In. Stabilize. Down. Up. Over, in, stabilize, down, up, over, in, stabilize, pull down, and up, and relax, shake it out. All right, your jumping jacks, make sure when you're jumping that those knees are not caving in. So you're pressing into those heels. You can tap them, so tap, tap, knee, knee, tap, tap, knee, straight back, or jump, knee, knee. So if your arms, your shoulders, do not want your arms to go above your head, sorry, keep them in front. And jump or walk in, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And last one. All right, and let's go for curtsy lunge on the other side. So a couple fingers on the back of your chair, and let's take your left leg behind and up. Balance, over, hips back. In, stabilize, pull down, up, balance, over, in, stabilize, pull down, up, over, toes by the foot heel, abs are engaged, pulling back, stabilize, pull down. That back knee is coming down, but the front knee is not going forward. You're pressing into the front heel. All my weight is pretty much on this leg, except when we're going over, right? Because my weight's going over a little bit. So here I got my weight on this leg. Otherwise, it's on this one. And over your right leg. And down. Good. And already our last one for dolphins. I'm going to bring that down this time. So, I think I messed it up. All right, let's start over again. So, we're going down on our elbows. And here, you're on your knees or on your toes. And you're bringing it forward, pressing that back heel up without sinking into that low back. So, I want you to reach up with the heel, but you're not putting pressure into that low back. You're breathing out as you're pressing that heel up to the ceiling. Whether you're into the knee position, you're pressing back, abs are nice and engaged, and you're exhaling as you're pressing it back. Okay, so either variation. Good, and let's bring it in, and that's it. Okay, I'm not sure what I did with my timer, but it looked like, from what I counted, we did enough curtsy, so maybe we did 10 seconds more. So sorry. So we're gonna do a little cool down here. Your feet are gonna be a little wider than your hips, and first you're gonna relax your hips. I want you to look at the floor, breathe into your nose, out through your mouth if you need to catch your breath, or in and out through your nose, over the other direction. So breathing is really important. Typically I'll cue you to breathe out, because if you breathe out, you will breathe in. We have that nice reflex built into us. But if you just breathe in, oftentimes we'll hold it, and so if I cue you to breathe out, I know that then you'll keep breathing and not just hold it in. And you're going to bring, so just pressing into your heels, give me a little tuck under here, and then let's lengthen, lift your arms up. Go back into that little tuck under, drop your arms and up. Little tuck under. So I'm not bending forward here, you're pressing into your heels a little bit, little bend in your knees, and let your arms float up. Don't force it. We're just going to lengthen a little bit more into the core, and then stay up. And relax the shoulders. Now your weight is mostly forward. We're not sinking into the low back. I want you to think about your right side. Gently lengthening, but don't sink on the left. So you're just lengthening on your right. Release. Lengthen on your left. Release. Lengthen on both sides. Open and send those arms back. And relax. Rotate those shoulders. You're going to relax the neck a little bit more and the shoulders. So let's take your right arm, extend it to the side, and flex your arm. So your hand. So you're just off to the side. If flexing is not working, you can keep your hand down. I want you to lengthen your neck. And you're going to think about your chin. Pull it in your head so this is staying in place. I want you to lengthen it, push it, pull it towards your left shoulder. And you should feel a nice little stretch here. So the pull is just to help you find that stretch. Little pull. You can lengthen that arm more if you need to. It's going to stretch into your shoulder. Rotate your fingers towards me. Let's rotate them back. And drop your hand. Relax. Let's bring your head back up. And let's do the other side. Lengthen that arm. Flex your hand. Lengthen your neck. Bring your chin towards your right shoulder. Yeah, your left shoulder, sorry. And lengthen your arm, your left arm, and then rotate your fingers forward. And then bring them back to center, rotating them back. and back to center, and relax, relax that shoulder a little bit, and bring your head up, and just move the shoulders. And we're gonna do a little stretch for our legs. So feet under your hips, you're gonna take your right leg, let's bring it back a little bit, bend the knee, little tuck under here, pulling it down. Push the heel back, getting that stretch into your calf. Straighten and up, relax. Tuck, pulling down. Keep the bum engaged, press back and up one more time. Tucking under, pulling down, pressing it back, release. Let's bring that leg in front. We worked enough for balance, we're not gonna balance here. You're just gonna slide it forward here, extend, flex, heel down, abs engaged, sending your hips back. Drop the toes towards the outside, nice little stretch here. And center a foot down, bend your knees, tuck your bum under here, and then rolling up. Relax. Make sure you're at least hip width apart. You can use the chair for balance if you want. And toes behind, little tuck under, pulling yourself down. Press it back, finding that stretch here. Hips up, release, up, relax. Tuck under, pulling down. Press it back, extend, up on your toes, relax. Tuck, pulling down, and pressing it back and up. And let's come on up, slide the leg in front. I'm just gonna back it up here. And straighten, flex, heel down. Abs engaged, sending your hips back, little stretch underneath your leg, toes towards the outside, little stretch behind the knee. Center foot down, bend the knees, tuck your bum under, rolling up. Good, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this short workout. Have a great Monday, and eccentrics tomorrow for those who are doing that with me. And then if not, I'll see you on Wednesday. All right, have a great day.